The streets of Manhattan had seen their share of tragedy, but this felt different. The death of Michelle Trachtenberg wasn't just another headline. It was an enigma wrapped in celebrity glamour, laced with unsettling whispers. As investigators scoured the lavish apartment for clues, something felt off. No signs of forced entry. No apparent struggle. Just a lifeless body and too many unanswered questions. The toxicology report would take days, but the rumor mill was already churning. Accidental overdose? Foul play? A carefully orchestrated cover-up? Somewhere in the shadows, someone knew the truth, and they were counting on the world never finding out. Michelle was born in New York City on October 11, 1985, and her career in showbiz started practically right away. She starred in her first ad at the age of 3. By the time she was 10, she was getting regular TV parts, such as The Adventures of Pete and Pete. However, Harriet the Spy, released in 1996, solidified her status in popular culture. As Harriet M. Welsh, she was incredibly intelligent, daring, and insatiably curious. The audiences were enamored. Despite the film's success at the box office, Michelle was already feeling the strain of celebrity behind the scenes. Hollywood can be a harsh environment, particularly for young actors. It is rarely a smooth transition from a gifted child to an adult celebrity. Some struggle to take back their life, such as Drew Barrymore. Others, such as Amanda Bynes or Brittany Murphy, Era Bernabia Talon, struggle. She appeared in 66 episodes of Joss Whedon's Buffy the Vampire Slayer over the course of 3 years in the early 2000s, playing Dawn Summers, Sarah Michelle Gellar's younger sister. It was eventually discovered that her persona, who belonged to the so-called Scooby Gang in the sci-fi realm, was actually an energy manifestation called the Key. It's unclear if Trachtenberg was supposed to be in the follow-up, which Gellar announced last month. Then followed Ice Princess, EuroTrip, and of course, Gossip Girl, in which he portrayed the ultimate havoc agent, Georgina Sparks. Georgina was unavoidable, manipulative, and uncontrollable. Michelle ought to have been the next great thing in Hollywood. However, following Gossip Girl, a change occurred. Although Hollywood is known for its glitz, there's a darker side to the industry that has taken far too many lives. Like many other up-and-coming celebrities, Michelle was not exempt from the negative effects of profession. She made a startling discovery in 2021. As she reflected on her experience filming Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she accused Joss Whedon, the showrunner, of acting inappropriately. She didn't elaborate, but it became clear that there was a tight restriction on set. Whedon couldn't be at her side alone. Trachtenberg did not elaborate on the writer and director's alleged conduct, but she accused him of improper and very bad behavior. This has to be known, Trachtenberg said on Instagram, claiming that Whedon was not permitted in a room alone with her due to a regulation on site. Whedon did something really horrible. However, we prevailed. To survive, she wrote. Whedon subsequently refuted the accusations. Michelle never went into detail, but it was obvious what she meant. She wasn't alone, though, as other Buffy cast members shared their own stories, illuminating a highly poisonous workplace. Rumors of health problems, anxiety struggles, and the demands of Hollywood finally catching up with her arose over the years. She avoided the spotlight in a way that seemed deliberate, growing more and more secretive. She then made one of her final significant professional decisions in 2021 by anchoring the true crime documentary series Meet, Marry, Murder. Trachtenberg was discovered dead by her mother at approximately 8 a.m. on Wednesday at 1 Columbus Place, a 51-story upscale apartment building located in Central Park South, Manhattan. The actress has recently had a liver transplant and may die from natural causes. In a statement, her family's representatives acknowledged her passing. We regret to inform you that Michelle Trachtenberg is no longer with us. It stated, the family requests privacy for their loss. Manhattan police said that Trachtenberg was unconscious and unresponsive when they arrived at an emergency call on Wednesday morning. At the scene, she was declared deceased. Michelle didn't post much on social media in the weeks before she passed away. She hadn't shared many posts, and when she did, there was a yearning for the good old days. She was characterized by friends as quiet and thoughtful, but nothing appeared particularly amiss. No screams for assistance in public. No signs of discomfort. The news that she had been discovered dead caused immediate disbelief. The official accounts lacked specificity. Despite the NYPD's repeated assertion that there was no suspicion of foul play, the rumors persisted. Michelle's situation is not unique, nor will it be the last. Unexpected and inexplicable deaths have a long and unsettling history in Hollywood. Ed Westwick, her co-star on Gossip Girl, honored her on Instagram today. He said, "So sad to hear Michelle Trachtenberg's passing. I'm sending prayers." Although Trachtenberg's most recent major motion picture appearance was in the 2014 sci-fi thriller The Scribbler, she is now working on a drama about mental illness titled Spiral. Shawn Ashmore, an X-Men actor and her ex-boyfriend, also honored her on social media. He responded, "Very sad to hear about Michelle's passing. She was a wonderful person, and I will always cherish the time we had together. What a remarkable loss." No formal reason has been established as of yet. The whole story might never be known. Throughout her career, Michelle Trachtenberg reinvented herself. She was the ultimate Gossip Girl villain, Harriet the Spy, the younger sister of the Slayer. She was a kid star who successfully negotiated the perilous seas of Hollywood. Social media is overflowing with tributes from fans who have shared snippets of her most famous roles. Speaking out, former co-stars recall her as a compassionate, humorous, and incredibly brilliant person. Sarah and I had collaborated on All My Children, so I knew her, Trachtenberg told the BBC. We worked together for about 2.5 years, and we had stayed in touch through the years when she moved to Hollywood and started building her career from that point. Over the years, I stayed in touch with Sarah, and because Buffy had emerged as my true favorite show, I had always looked for opportunities to appear as a guest performer. One day, I learned about the call. Sarah was always incredibly encouraging, along with Geller. Trachtenberg has discussed having a tight relationship with colleagues Taryn Manning, Thora Birch, and Scarlett Johansson because they all came up in the industry at around the same period. In an interview, she once stated, "Thora, Taryn, and I have all been sort of looking for a movie that we can do together because we do like each other." Scarlett Johansson, Thora, and I were all raised in New York. Although we weren't quite great friends, we constantly ran into each other at auditions and other events. And now, seeing the gals makes me feel at ease. A notable performance as bad girl socialite Georgina Sparks on the CW's melodrama Gossip Girl, which also starred Penn Badgley, Blake Lively, and Leighton Meester, is among Trachtenberg's credits, along with appearances on the TV shows Mercy and Weeds. IMDb lists the performance as Trachtenberg's last acting credit. She repeated it in HBO's 2021 remake. Trachtenberg recently had a liver transplant, but the cause and manner of her death have not been made public. She may have been experiencing complication from procedure, according to the belief. Her name will be spoken in the same sentence as other prematurely deceased celebs. Reruns, recollections of her early years, and the affection of her devoted followers will all carry on her legacy. Fans, friends, and Hollywood itself are still dealing with the loss of Michelle Trachtenberg. Her career served as an example of skill, tenacity, and creativity. The world, however, is looking for solutions, and without them, all we have are rumors, recollections, and the disturbing fact that not all Hollywood tales end happily. There are still unresolved questions. One fact remains while we await official reports. Michelle Trachtenberg will always be remembered. What do you think really happened to Michelle Trachtenberg? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest mysteries. Thanks for watching.